Well, pack up your slutty maid outfits and Jeffrey Epstein costumes, cause Halloween is cancelled in Japan. Shinjuku and Shibuya has for many people been the hotspots for any Halloween activities where, Shibuya has been the more popular one. By Halloween activities, I obviously mean getting shit-faced drunk in public, bothering people on the trains in Tokyo, and doing all of that dressed up as Buzz fucking Lightyear. Back in 2023, the mayor of Shibuya literally told tourists to not come for Halloween. That indicates that there has been some tomfoolery happening. I love that word, tomfoolery. Why can't people just behave like normal human beings, when they visit Japan? It's not your playground, and if you have to act like a fucking degenerate gorilla while you're drunk here, without a gorilla costume, mind you, it might be time to lay off the booze. Of course, I'm not going to put all of this on, foreign tourists, because there are Japanese domestic tourists as well, and they're also partaking in the degeneracy here, so they're not completely blameless, and us foreigners are not completely blame-y. And just to hammer home that it's been a problem for a while, look at a sign from 2023. No events for Halloween on Shibuya streets, no drinking on the streets, and no smoking on the streets from October 27th to October 31st. The same rules apply this year as well, where once again the city is banning all of this. If you're from a Western country with some, conservative alcohol laws, like me, you might be sitting there thinking, but drinking and getting drunk in public is illegal. Well, not in Japan. I'm Norwegian and you can only buy weak beers at certain times at our supermarkets, and for wine and stronger, you need to go to Vinmonopolet, the wine monopoly, which has a weird opening and closing hours, and buying alcohol outside of these hours are strictly forbidden. Yes, my country's government, they have a monopoly on wine and booze. Jesus Christ. It's 2024. There is no problem cracking a beer or five in public in any major city in Japan. No one will even bat an eye. And me, fresh off living in central Osaka, downtown, woohoo, just moved to the Inaka, and I learned very quickly that it's seen as incredibly tacky to just drink outside in the countryside. Unless you're sitting in front of a konbini, then, all bets are off. Back home in Norway, you get in trouble with the law if you drink alcohol in public, unless it's summer. During the summer, we're allowed to drink and barbecue in the parks we have in Oslo, which is, very nice. But even then, if you walk out of the park, beer in hand, some policeman will stop you and force you to pour it out, or he will pour it out for you. Right in front of your face. Your good and nice, very expensive beer, mind you. God damn it. And this is just what they're doing right now in Tokyo. Look at this shit.
Hey bro, stop. No, stop.
Just policemen pouring out all of the stuff and telling people to go away. Wow. Never thought I'd see the day. I think the freedom of just being able to buy a few beers at a convenience store here and, put them in your backpack, walk around, enjoy Japan. Woohoo, cool, I'm in Japan, right? And, you just crack a beer whenever you want to, and you just walk around and enjoy that shit. I think it's great, but this contributes a bit to the degeneracy that made this whole Halloween thing happen. Someone not used to it will slam probably 10 beers in 2 hours and become completely unhinged. Also, there's been like an unofficial Halloween train on the Yamanote line in Tokyo, where mostly foreigners had just overtaken a train car and just used it for drinking, partying, and, general raunchiness. Imagine you're on your way home from overtime at work. You're Japanese. You work at a fucking shitty company with a shitty boss. 3.5 hours overtime. Finally, you plop your ass down on the train. 30 minutes more and I'll be home. Oh my god, it's gonna be so great. Ofuro, maybe crack a strong zero, and some tamago kake gohan. And then a flock of morons dressed as all kinds of Marvel shit swarm in and force you out of the car so you can drink and have a party there. Kinda shitty, like what the fuck? An even bigger and sadder factor in this whole ban in Shibuya and Shinjuku and, the rest of Tokyo, the whole Halloween ban thing, is because of the tragedy that happened in South Korea in 2022. The Seoul Halloween crowd crush was an absolutely horrific tragedy that should have been avoided, and it cost 159 people their lives. Absolutely shitty. Japan wants to avoid this completely by simply not having any sort of on the streets, you know, Halloween stuff happening. Understandable. There are so many other things to come to Japan for and to experience. Maybe don't come here for a Halloween thing, but rather come here for the, you know, fantastic temperatures and weather in October, you know? Halloween really isn't that big of a deal, unless you're a child going trick-or-treating or you're a single person looking to hook up with your, you know, favorite Pixar character. The mom from Incredibles, anybody? Elastigirl? Nice. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more Japan content like this, please subscribe down there and click like on your way up. Check out the Patreon and the memberships to, you know, support the content, please, and thank you. And as always, a huge thank you to my current patrons and members. You guys really make the channel go around, and I'm saving up every single penny so I can do a big content trip next year. So don't worry about that. Yay, boy. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye!